Episode 20. Shut down. Okay, so we have it on episode 20. That's still tender. Oh, that's still tender.
And now it's time for the man who was known to millions as my uncle, the rustic star of the Red Green Show. Whoa, that was a big hit there, that one. And a heck of a human being, considering all his hits were his life was just a car accident for longest. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, old people and Siamese twins. God, I could have been without anybody there. Please welcome Red Green.
Thank you very much, Harold, and thank you for tuning us in. We got a heck of a show for you this week. Well, actually, it's probably within 5 or 10% of last week's show, but we certainly appreciate your patience. We had a heck of a set two up at the lodge this week. You want to interrupt me?
Sorry? I was just making mental crossword puzzles. Well, what's a three-letter word for shoehorn?
He usually interrupts me. Okay, anyhow, the water pump broke down at the lodge, and none of us wanted to go under the lodge and fix it. So Sneaky Peterson got the idea we should build a water tower, you know, and not just a water tower on the roof, but maybe up into the trees on the ridge, so we can really get a lot of power and juice and a lot of torque and pull down. And come on over here a minute, Harold. I'm sorry, but Harold usually interrupts my stories and throws me right off, and he's got this machine here. And
Oh, that's different.
Kind of thing, and takes us into the next segment, and it really throws me off.
Well, not today, Uncle Red. Today I'm just your director and your nephew. I promise I'm not going to interrupt you. I'm not going to bother you. I'm not going to break the flow from any part of you. I'm not going to bring up film clips. Nothing. Just going to stand here quietly. Only if things get really, really boring when I ever touch these buttons.
All right, I appreciate that.
It's different. Real shaky.
This is an old car, but there's still something about it that gets my heart pounding. I think it's the lack of brakes. We all gotta go sometime, and frankly, I'd rather go with some kind of a head-on into the guardrail rather than spend my declining years in a retirement home or something. I don't know how I got off on that. That's the thing I get started, and I go off on a crazy analogy, and that's the way I am with the car too. I got the car, and I just can't leave well enough alone with it. And what I wanted to do today was I wanted to turn this door and the other door into the gull wing. You know, the gull wing door type of style, which they had on the old Mercedes, I believe, and Brooklyn had the gull wing, and I believe Gulls have them. I'm not sure on that one. Anyway, first thing you got to do is you got to remove the door, which is not as easy as it sounds.
Sledgehammer.
All right. Well, what I've done here is I've poked a little hole in the roof, but I'm going to need that for later. So that's it. That's actually a time saver. Okay. By golly, this is really on down there. There's a better way.
Yeah, use the possum vein, right? Yep, use the possum van.
Okay, where there's a van, there's a way. Now, I gotta do this. Get this unit up here. Trigger on here. Now, what I have to do is create a hinge now through our pre-drilled hole, and I'm going to use the handyman's secret weapon, duct tape. And you want to put on 2 or 3 layers of duct tape on this, just so your street legal. And you want to secure there, because there's nothing more inconvenient than having to pull off the highway and go back and get your door. Anyway, I think that's pretty secure there. We got enough tape for the other doors, so now I'm going to go and hook up the mechanism that will actually open the gull wing door. Getting exciting, huh? There you have it. If that doesn't scream Italian, then you're not listening. What I done was I got a garage door opener there. I got it from my neighbor's place while they were out. And around the chain from the door opener, it's mounted on the seat. And I round the chain up through and hook her onto the door. And the duct tape here, I'll just hold her. And then now I got the wireless remote for the garage door opener. And I walk up to my car and I just feel like Marcello Master, like you know. So anyway, until next time, remember, the women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. Let's give our gull wing door a shot.
It didn't work out right. It's a butterfly door, Red. It's a butterfly door. That's a butterfly door, Red. What's wrong, girlie?
We'll be right back with more features and more from our regular guests.
And wait till you hear the ending of the water tower story.
Oh, they don't have time.
Oh, I'm the director. They'll find time.
What? What, girl?
It is autumn. The squirrel is fat for the coming winter. The bears are plump as they ready for hibernation. The muskrat, the porcupine, the raccoon are roly-poly to see them through their long winter sleep. What's your excuse? So anyway, we were getting into building this water tower thing, and we didn't want to make it out of wood or metal. We thought we'd just get a gigantic plastic bag and string it between some of the trees, and then it would funnel the water down to the lodge. Of course, the problem is, where are you going to find a plastic bag 90 feet by 90 feet that will hold 15 tons of water without ripping? Luckily, Liz Thompson had one in his van. You're going to interrupt me, aren't you?
No. I want the people to hear this story, Uncle Red.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I really do. Honest engines. Stamp on it. Cherry on top. Superman said so.
I'm gonna be back.
You think the story is stupid. You think what we did was stupid.
That's true.
Why do you want me to tell the story?
Well, to be honest with you, I've been getting a lot of negative feedback from our viewers. Well, okay, mostly from men from around here, but they'll say, how come you always interrupt Rand's stories when you tell the story? How come you do that? And I'll say, well, because, that's why. And they say, well, let him finish one time, see if it's good. I figure, oh, okay. You finish one of your stories, and then people will know why I interrupt you. So you go ahead, you tell one of your stories.
Hey, open the door because the cat was shut up.
Go ahead. Right in there, tell them.
What? Oh, I didn't throw it. I didn't even see it. It was still rolling.
What are you talking about?
Raccoons. Oh, what can I do for you, Red? You want to play through? Is that it?
No, Bob, I cut down a tree at the lodge, and Harold says the government's gonna, audit me or rip out my fingernails or send me to prison or something. Since you're with the natural resources people and you're a lodge member, maybe you could kind of straighten things out for me.
Oh, that's okay. Sure, Red, I'll do that. Except I'm working right now. Oh. This is government work, huh?
He's golfing. That's gonna work.
I'm
Golfing.
up in trees.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you see that tree over there? See the little mark on there? See that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did that. Oh, that takes a lot of time and concentration.
Yeah.
I find golf helps me with that.
Yeah. Well, now the tree I cut, it was a beech tree, Bob. It was, I swear it was no more than 6 inches diameter, and it come down real easy, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh.
No, you know, the government, they're not too concerned with one tree.
No.
It's not like you flattened the whole forest. You didn't do that, did you? Flatten the whole forest? There you go. See, that's the secret.
Yeah.
Moderation.
All right.
It's much like golf. Well, I play about 4 or 5 rounds of golf a week.
Really?
Maybe about 8 or 9 rounds of golf a week. But you know, if I don't watch it,
Yeah.
I could play as much golf as I wanted, and it could become a real problem.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Or is it 10 or 12 rounds? Well, I don't know.
18 times 12 is a lot.
4! Oh! Head down. That's the whole thing, you know. Head down. This thing down. It's all part of the game, you know.
Right into the water there. Did you see that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Is that good?
No, it's not good. Well, it's good for the balls. I wash them off, but it's head down. That's the whole thing, you know. Don't to keep your head down. That's important. Gotta do some government work. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
Head down.
Are you all right, Bob?
Huh?
You all right?
I'm fine. No problem. Head down.
Seem a little bit upset there.
No, are you kidding?
No?
Head down.
Bob.
Head down.
Stay tuned.
Bob. Flies in the sugar bowl 2 by 2. What an unusual thing to do. Not the flies, but the 2 by 2. You don't often see insect information.
Let's do it. Z. Mail call.
I'll go around. We got some fun letters today. This one's great. This is from a viewer. I think he's a real kid. You know, more like a teaser.
Read the letter here, all right?
I was born ready. Dear Red, are there any explosives that can be made from a cake mix? This is for a surprise party, so please refer to me by the name Ralph rather than my real name, which is also Ralph, but spelled with an F.
Sounds like The Simpsons.
The proctologist said to the jockey, we're getting into a sensitive area here. I'm really kind of reluctant to talk about explosives on the air, you know.
No, Red, I don't think the viewer meant it that way. He just wants an explosive effect from his cake, you know? Something that you just won't have to stir nitroglycerin in with his recipe. Something like that. At least that's how I read it.
Well, yeah, okay, but you know, there are a lot of explosives that can be made with things you find right in your kitchen.
Or a kitchen? Or anybody's kitchen.
No, I mean anybody's kitchen.
Oh, yeah? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it's just a matter of, you know, mixing the various baking goods in a certain proportion. I've seen a bran muffin take out a whole septic system.
Well, maybe we should answer this viewer by mail, because we don't want this information getting into the wrong hands. You know, like a terrorist baker or something.
Maybe what I should do is just invite him up here and get him and Cedric to show him. He makes a birthday cake that blows out its own candles.
Oh, that's great. Would he charge the viewer for that? I wouldn't imagine it'd be too expensive.
No. Might cost him a couple of eyebrows.
That's not bad.
Beautiful day
Which is
up the
Bill.
lodge, and
Okay,
Bill
so
and
no
I
more.
thought we'd do a little fishing. Anyway, Bill had got a new one of these, what they call a trolling motor.
We're gonna look at
It's
that
a small
later.
little thing, but you know, they're kind of fun and they're ideal for trolling, which is why they call it a trolling motor. Bill had turned on, show you how it works. By golly, you know, they have a lot of torque.
Damn, Bill.
Oh, yeah, you got lucky there. He's okay. So the first thing he wanted to do was take off the outboard. You don't need that because, believe it or not, that little trolling motor will do almost the same job. So it's like the cover's loose. Oh well, that was good stuff anyhow. So Bill hooked on there, and he told me to bring him half dozen or 8 or 9 fishing poles, and then he can these C clamps. And he starts C-clamping fishing poles inside the boat, and he has not only duct tape, he had the black duct tape, which is the big dollar. Went the big dollar on this. And he decided this is the best way to fish. We got basically 10, 11, 12, quite a few rods in the water, and now we're just going on the trolling motor. Now let's see this, you know what I'm saying? It's got the power to pull us along there. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. We're still beautiful. I haven't got anything yet, but oh, Bill, wait, Bill, got one there. Bill, you got one. Got one, Bill. And it's starting to, you know, this is the bad thing about having all the fishing on. And I honestly hadn't noticed that he had, what I should have done probably there was, I probably should have turned off the trolling motor or maybe unplugged the battery, but it just didn't occur to me that the fish would be able to pull the bill quite that hard, you know. But it did. Anyway, he was okay floating. All of a sudden he started getting pulled. Couldn't figure out what was going on, and then he realized all the fish hooks he got. So I just let him drop out of the water, and that stopped the pull, and he was okay. So I got over that emergency, and then, you know, unfortunately, all the lines wound around the ground and started I thought he was going to breathe, so I tried to get him, and he's getting the prompt, and he's in space, and worse, and all of a sudden, then I got it off, and he was fine, so I just had to cut the wire and let him go. Beautiful day. It is summer. 9 nutballs race up the lake on those noisy boats that look like snowmobiles. What do they call them? Sea-mobiles, water sleds, surf skis, what are they called? They need to know for the coroner's report. You're kidding me, Arrow? Inflatable shoes? Yeah, they're called pumps. You pump them up. They're like sneakers and running shoes, you know? They're for people who like to play sports, or, you know, just people who like to look like they play sports. You can pump them up. They don't get real big or something, Uncle Ray. They're not like air mattresses. They just ensure a proper, snug fit. Why don't you just buy the right size in the first place? I don't know. You could. Well, see, you could do that, but where's the marketing scheme in that? You see? I mean, whereas with these, the pump. See, it's just something new. It's just something new. That's all it is. And, you know, they cost twice as much as regular shoes. Twice as much? Oh, yeah. How come? Well, you know, inflation. Now we're going to come right back and finish off the show with a lot of special stuff, so stay tuned. And stay tuned for the exciting conclusion of the water tower story. I forgot. I don't.
After this, I take a break.
If any of you have any teenagers in the house, you might want to videotape this part so that you can erase it later. I'm going to talk about what they call free love. I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong, but golly, you know, it's a bad thing. So all you teenage girls there in particular, whenever you get a request from a boy of the opposite sex along the free love line, I'm asking you to just say no. That's only fair to those of us from an older generation who grew up when things were real uptight and celibate and celibacy and so on. You weren't allowed to do anything. So we don't enjoy you being allowed to enjoy things that we weren't allowed to enjoy. It's not enjoyable. I think just to say no in the interest of fair play. There you go. Now, I know. I can't tell you what to do. All right, you do whatever you want to do, but I'll tell you one thing. Up at the lodge, our attitude towards free love is you get what you pay for.
It's just a game. Right, Red? Is it a game?
Yeah.
Repeat, Bob.
Bob?
Huh?
So this, the thing with the tree and the government, so I'm not going to be in any kind of trouble there with the tree thing.
Oh, right. No. You play golf, Red, or?
No, I'm pretty relaxed already.
Oh, right. We should try it. It's a great game.
Yeah, well.
Surrey, great game.
No, thank
You
you.
know, why don't you take a shot?
No, thank you. No, it's, no.
No, it's easy. Go on, take a shot.
I gotta get back to the lodge, you know, and the guys have been
shot.
Yeah, all right. No problem. Just go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, now you're having fun. You having fun, buddy?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Good. Take your head down. 4!
So, I'm not in any trouble at all, then, eh? So I'm not gonna worry about it. I say Harold's blowing smoke and everything's gonna be just fine.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Your head was down. That was a little key.
Okay.
You know, Red, I would love to play a few rounds of golf with you.
Well, that's not really my game, you know, but I don't think.
What's that?
I don't think so, no.
It's too bad. So, tell me something, Red. How old was that tree that you cut down? Didn't have a mark on it, did it? There's a mark for cutting. You didn't get approval.
Well, you know, it's funny, you're just talking there, and suddenly occurred to me, I think I could free up next Tuesday if you want to have a game of golf there.
Great. Well, we tee off at 6:30 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon.
2 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go rest up.
All right, man. I'm going to get another club.
I'll see you on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, you bet.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've got lots of these clubs. Lots of these babies.
For me,
For both of us. All right, see you then.
okay.
Fabulous. 4!
Oh. Well, anyway, that about does it for this week. So if my wife is watching, I'm coming straight home tonight, and I'll warm my toes before I get into bed. And as the rest of you, thanks so much for watching, and on behalf of myself and Harold, the whole gang here at the lodge, keep your stick on the ice.
What about the water tower story? Finish the water tower story.
Well, we don't have time for that this week, Harold.
Oh, you folks should have seen it. It was great. They got this huge black giant plastic bag, right? And they put it up between 2 trees. You know what happened then? It started to rain. Just like it poured for like 2 or 3 days, right? And the bag fills up. Remember, you know what? The trees started to bend like this. They were all hunched over worse than old man Sedgwick. And then, you know what happened then? Nothing. No water was coming out the bottom or nothing unless they had planned. They forgot to put a hose in it. Yeah. So Stinky Peterson, I guess the brains of the group, right? He gets this idea. He figures, hey, let's throw a lawn dart at it. Now, for those of you who don't know the word flood, this is what happened. We knocked all the trees, 4 outbuildings, and 3 inches of topsoil. See how Ferrell was a good story?
Okay, there's no point today, okay? Oh, this is too fun. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Episode 20.